Good morning. How are we today? Hope you're all doing good. We're back for a little bit more Hardcore Solo Self-Found. Let's just get started with gaming. We're gaming. I did play a little bit more of my warrior today when I had some downtime. Excuse me. Basically, I'm in what? I'm at the ramparts. Yeah, I'm at the Manor Ramparts. I have Rolling Slam, Bone Shatter, Earthquake, Infernal Cry, Herald of Ash. We do have a temple up. I might go and do a temple and slam this with a few exalts before we go and do Mana Ramparts. Hey Daximus, here from your latest video. Great work. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, the video has landed very well. Yeah, couldn't be more pleased with the response. I'm glad people enjoyed it. You know when you spend so long on something and you cease to recognize whether it's good anymore because I heard my voice so much while I was editing it for like 8 hours straight. And by the time I finished editing it, I was like, this is not a good video. But yeah, it seems to have resonated with people, so I'm really pleased. But thank you. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm gonna go do temple first because why not? Let's go and get some free exalts, and we also got a thaumaturge, which means a free lesser jeweler's orb in Act 1 because temple is busted. And today I was mostly learning how to do the rolling slam cancels. Which isn't that difficult, but I haven't done it before. Yeah, let's get ourselves a free lesser jeweler's orb. I don't know what to put it in though. I don't know what the best upgrade, first upgrade is. I did do some reading as well today to get an idea of what I should be doing leveling wise. Some ideas for how to build Forge Hammer. So looks like volcanic fissures and Forge Hammer is going to be the way to go with maybe some warcries. According to the leveling thing I've seen, looks like Perfect Strike is the first Lesser Jeweler's Orb. But I don't know how I feel about Perfect Strike. Maybe I just want to save it or put it in Rolling Slam or something. Save it for Leap Slam. Unclear. Maybe I should also just learn to use Perfect Strike. It just seems a bit finicky, you know? Just a little bit finicky. Oh, I didn't start the old music on the Twitch stream. There we go. I thought things seemed a bit quiet in my ear. We're just going to have an eclectic mix of some of my saved songs today. Some weird camera bug keeps happening with Rolling Slam. Sometimes I roll away and the camera doesn't follow me. It just happened there in Temple. It happened in Freythorn. But I am enjoying this build a hell of a lot more than fire spells. I gotta say that. So if I die, I will be re-rolling to try again. Let's hit this with an exalt. And we hit another suffix. Perfect. Oh, we have another bench here. Oh, it's an alchemy bench. Oh. Yeah, it seems like a pretty decent, like quite safe build. What am I going to alchemy orb? This belt? This crown? I could just alchemy this this mace, right? Yeah, just alchemy this mace. Nothing good. Alki the best, welcome to the stream. Yo, do you have any idea why Life Leech wouldn't work with that corrupted soul tether? Which corrupted soul tether is that? You mean the the one with the where you cultivation orb? I've never played with soul tether, I'll be honest, Alki. You're impressed with how nice POE feels to play with a controller? Yeah, me too. Ah, there we go. We got some flat fizz. Nice. 27 to 40. It's a pretty big upgrade, isn't it? And attack speed and crit bonus. Geonor is going down. There you go. Protagonist has responded. Leech only natively works with fizz damage. Are you doing fizz damage? Oh, and it doesn't work. You don't have another mod that's turning off Leech, do you? No such mod that you're aware of. Yeah, I'm not sure. That is not something that I have played with. Enemies also have a hidden leech. Do they? Oh, there's a rare mod that means you can't leech, right? But I'm sure you'd notice that. What do I do here then? Do I just throw like a fire rune in here? Do I have a fire rune? Storm and glacial. I guess I just throw a storm rune in. I did find it in Folding Dawn earlier today, but then I don't have any spirit gems. Alright, I guess I need to take Perfect Strike. Play with some Perfect Strike. And then we want Window of Opportunity. Fire Attunement. And We need another support gem. Yeah, that's a good test. I guess test if you can leech life. Good idea, protagonist. Anyway, how you doing today, protagonist? Good to see you. Oh, you use CI. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to test life leech then, eh? Alright, let's go do some mana ramparts. I guess I just need to practice with perfect strike, so it doesn't feel as annoying. Learn the timings. I've run the wrong way. As normal, I've run the wrong way. Fast metabolism. Remind, what's fast metabolism? Is he gonna find it? Aha. Life leech effects are not removed when unreserved life is filled. No, I didn't play any more Saros today, but I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I had to do some real work today, you know, instead of just making YouTube videos. Very rude, as usual. So when I had some downtime at work, I just jumped on my warrior and played that for a bit. Because I needed to still be at my desk. Oh. Trying to think of if I know anyone, if I know of a creator who like plays with Soul Tether. I can't say I've paid attention much to Soul Tether builds. Where did you get the build? Oh, these mace skills just feel so much weightier than crappy fire spells. The combo gameplay actually feels worth doing, which it didn't really when I was doing fire spells. I'm looking forward to seeing how Forge Hammer feels, and volcanic fissures. I've not played with really any of the mace skills, so I guess I'm going to get to experience quite a few of them with this build. Early on in the league, you saw some video of some group player that said it's the best sustain item of the league, right? Yeah, I mean, I have heard it talked about that if you cultivation the right model way. That it's a very good item. Oh, yeah. Grab the skill speed. What is going on with the camera and rolling slam? Very rude. Extremely, extremely rude. Let's put concentrated effect in perfect strike. I wish I could help you, Alki. I wish I could help you. If you were running into problems with not being able to poison because you'd slotted brutality into your skill setup, then I'd be able to help you, because I've done that more than once. And then wondered why I wasn't doing any poison damage. But unfortunately, I cannot help you with soul tether issues. Have you been playing some more Saros Protagonist? If you're streaming it, you must have nearly finished it by now. Why do the mobs in Mana Ramparts and Ogre Mana do so much more damage than the rest of the act? It's like high damage, high ground degen. You don't know about nearly finished, but you've made some good progress. Daximus, any tips for keeping track of all of the synergies? I struggle in most ARPGs with that. That's weird. That's only come up in my stream manager, but not my caffeinated. What's going on? Oh, there's a weird delay. Probably need to what do you mean by synergies, Daximus? If you mean keeping track of like the totals of your increased damage and stuff, POB is one option. I believe when you load up your character in POE Ninja, it also gives you the totals. So if you just wanted like your totals of increased and decreased and more multipliers, I think it shows you there from like the passive tree. Just synergies between skills. Could you give me an example? Might sound like you're joking, but you don't. Easiest thing to do is find something you think is cool and look at the related keywords and deficiencies in your build. Yeah, POE Wiki is good for keyword searching. I also like keyword searching on POE 2DB. Yeah, in terms of like an app that will tell you the synergies, yeah, I mean, aside from the literal keyword, it's pretty difficult. I mean, I constantly see people reference new synergies that I have no idea about. If you like reading the POE build subreddit and stuff. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost in the weeds. I get that myself, especially if I'm starting like a new archetype that I'm not familiar with. It can get very like overwhelming, like to try and figure out what you want to do. And often I end up just keeping it pretty simple and trying not to think about it until I run into a problem. And then I think about it. I mean, it's like when I was playing my Fireball Sorceress yesterday, before he died. You know, the damage wasn't very good, and so I should have probably been thinking about new synergies that I could have looked up. But you could also narrow your search, right? You could start by thinking about whether, like, depending on what skill you're using, like, are there solutions in the skill tree that you're using, right? By that I mean, like, if you're using maces, is there a mace solution or a strength solution? And then if you can't find something, then you can branch out to like other areas. But there is just a lot. As long as you're having fun and you're killing stuff and you're not dying that often, you got all the time in the world to learn all that stuff. To be honest, I've played so many crossbow builds and I still don't know all of the crossbow synergies. And I've spent, I don't know, half my time of this game playing crossbows. So as long as you're okay and have the expectation that it just takes time, like when I say time, I mean like a few leagues to like build that knowledge base up, then yeah, you can just focus on a different synergy each league even. That's why you appreciated my recent video, gave you some hope. Yeah, I'm glad it did. There's no rush, you know. So like with this mace character that I rolled on the randomizer, today I was like, okay, I don't want to use Forge Hammer, so I'll have a quick look to see if there's any Forge Hammer builds. I found some like really good written guides that just explain some of the synergies in the build. And so I'll just use that as like a reference. But otherwise I'll just keep playing it and see how things feel. Right, so yeah, I know there's a very polarizing thing that happens, right? When you're trying to decide whether you want to follow a build guide or make something yourself, and then you like, I mean, I'm guilty of it as well, right? You kind of fall into this all or nothing mentality. But there's like absolutely no harm in learning from other people, right? That's why the resources are there. Why spend 10 hours testing every combination out if someone's already done it and they can share the information and you can just take that little bit of knowledge and use it yourself? There's definitely an in-between of like following a build guide and doing something completely yourself. I realized I knew nothing about maces really, so I just wanted to read up today, get a better idea of like what the leveling process looks like, what kind of endgame build is possible. These challenge runs are definitely more about me learning about new weapon types than they are about me coming up with a new build. I have no intention of like exporting these characters and sharing them as my builds, right? They're just, how far can I get with a character I'm unfamiliar with? I'm not going in blind. Plus I kind of have a little bit of streamer privilege, right? Like people are happy to come and backseat a bit. So even if I try to go in blind, because I'm streaming, that just doesn't happen. People throw out ideas all the time. All right, let's see how GNR goes. What is my cold res? Oh, 24%. Pretty good. And we've got a shield. Here we go. Is the game audio supposed to be muted? Is it muted? I have it quite low. Is it not coming through? It's showing as coming through on my... Is it just the music is drowning it out? That inflicts corrupted blood even when I'm blocking. Rude. Oh, there it is at like 1% volume. Is it not coming through? My stream and videos are super quiet compared to everything else. Is my voice coming through? Oh, that's weird. Alright, I'll turn things up a bit. My voice is coming through okay though. Right. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with my audio, to be honest. I've been having some issues with it. I've been having some issues with compression as well. I can eke things up a little bit, and you let me know if it helps. Just live streaming problems. It's so hard to test things on the fly as well. Can I get some move speed anywhere, please? Oh, life on kill and armor. Oh, nice. Nice glove upgrade. I did. I even tested my audio earlier by doing a recording, and all the levels sounded fine. Right, I could hear my gameplay, I could hear my music, and I could hear my voice all within good levels. So it must be the stream itself that I'm having issues with. Twitch is complaining to me that my bitrate is too high. I'm over the cap. I don't think I can fix that on the fly, can I? Not without restarting the stream. Protagonist, you're a fellow streamer. Is there anything I could do on the fly that would help with Twitch compressing my output? Because it might just be that Twitch is ratcheting down the audio output because I'm streaming too many bits with bitrate not as far as you know. Yeah, I think I need to make some tweaks. Apologies, we'll just have to grin and bear it this stream, and then I'll do some testing before my next stream next Sunday. But thank you for letting me know. At least my voice is coming through, so you can listen to my dulcet tones, eh? Wouldn't want to deprive you of that. It's so nice being able to leave the Act 2 encampment and be able to use my weapon. Can't always do that with a crossbow. Ooh, we can get Leap, Slam, and Brink soon, eh? When we get our first level 2 support gem. Exciting times. Tell you what, YouTube is giving me hope that I might finally reach the coveted 1,000 subscribers. I think my new video might be on track. I know it's just a number, but it would be a nice achievement. You've done your part. Thank you very much, Daximus. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support and all the lovely comments that you lovely people give me. It really encourages me to keep going and making the videos. Ah, Billy the Money. Welcome into the stream, brother. How is it going? I'm really loving Forge. I'm loving leveling as warrior. It's really good. Apart from trying to hit these tiny mobs. I mean, it's a real breath of fresh air after Sorceress. Cope? How dare you, sir? How dare you? It is not cope. Well, we'll see how Hyena goes, shall we? I'm getting a weird delay on my caster labs as well. See? Easy. I'm tanky. I'm doing damage. What more could I want? Oh, actually, I need to go and find the free level 2 support gem, eh? Probably ran past it. I don't want to be missing that because they are not that plentiful in Act 2. But yeah, Rolling Slam's pretty cool, you know? Just finish Act 2. Now moving to Act 3 with Smith of Catava. Good choice, good choice. Did you say that's the... How far have you got with maces before? Did you say you were doing a hardcore run as well? You've been trying to do it for a while. It's nice of my NPCs to prime the stun on enemies for me as well. Oof. Every now and again, though, I get hit with a big elemental attack and things feel a bit sketchy because I don't have very good resistances. Alright, so we want Rolling Slam. And then I want the Brink support. There we go. Now we don't need to worry about stunning. Now we don't need to worry. Armor, rarity. Oh, if I grab a little bit of intelligence, it's a pretty decent upgrade. I'll just grab that now. Thank you for the follow, Fen92. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. You said you only went to the cemetery, but that was an exaggeration. You remember seeing level 69 because of the number, but that was in patch 0.3. Fair enough. There we go. Alright, let's see if you got any nicer gear for me. It's probably going to be pretty difficult to beat this mace for now. What is it? 28 to 50 damage plus attack speed? What else do I want? I still want move speed. Can I have some move speed, please? There's 10%. There's 15%. I think I just need to take this, right? Thankfully, I just picked up some intelligence, so I can actually wear them. Grab some transmute shards. I think it might be worth using an exalt on this. It was not. I hit accuracy. Any jewelry? Fire res ring? Alright, I'll buy it. Oh, I still don't have an amulet either. We'll get one of those this act. mana regen, and accuracy. Well, I'll keep it just in case I need some fire res. So excited for 0.5. Do I think we'll be getting swords? I do. I do think that. I think we'll be getting everything we could ever dream of, Deximus. My expectations are very high, but I think my expectations are high in terms of what I think we're getting, but I also wouldn't be disappointed if we didn't get swords. I think we're going to get so much that I'm still going to have loads of fun. But I'm the kind of sucker for punishment that enjoyed all of the patches, right? I enjoyed 0.2. I enjoyed 0.3. I like all of them. I was a little bit disappointed in 0.4 when we didn't get the endgame rework, but that doesn't mean I still didn't put in ridiculous time. So my series of feedback videos is over for now. Any plans in the works? Yes, so my plan in terms of feedback is to wait until I've played with 0.5 for a bit. I have a bunch of feedback notes like in my, in progress video folder. But after the 3 main ones I did, I just felt like it would be better to wait and see what they're going to do. And then I'll pick up the notes again after like probably a month of 0.5. And then we'll go back over the feedback notes and see if there's anything that's still relevant. Anything new that comes up with the new endgame and whatever else they add to the game. Any changes to the passive tree. So yeah, then the plan, right, was I wasn't actually planning on making that build making video, but I found the old script that I wrote back when I did the Warbringer in Second Wind League. And I'd given up on the script. For some reason, it just didn't feel right at the time. But then when I reread it recently, I was like, oh, I think I could make this into something that maybe is a bit evergreen, that would still be relevant in the next patch. And I hope that it is. The next video I have planned, though, is hopefully less effort, and that's a full recap of the live stream on Thursday. So I will be watching intently, and I will be making copious notes. And then I will try and condense everything that gets said during the reveal and the Q&A into an easy to digest slide deck, because I like making slide decks. So that's the plan for the next video. So note taking Thursday night, UK time. And then I don't know how quick I'll be able to get a video out, because I want it to still be decent quality, right? I don't want to just turn on the camera and start waffling about everything that's been said. So I'll need some time to refine the script. So maybe it'll come out on Saturday, I would guess, if I'm being realistic with how much time I have. Depends how busy work is on Friday as well. But yeah, it should be significantly easier to turn the outputs of the live stream and the Q&A into a script than it is for the normal scripts that I write, because I'm not coming up with any new ideas that I need to explain. I'm just communicating information. What do I do for work? Would you believe that I design complex systems? I design operating models for global enterprises for their software engineering organizational units. I did not explain that very well. I don't explain my job very well. Basically, when a giant organization wants to complete a big project, then I design how all the teams work, the goals that they want to achieve, the processes that they use. And then I need to communicate that information clearly to stakeholders in the organizations and my organization, because I work for a SI. So I make frameworks for a living. I have people skills. I have communication skills. I don't know about people skills. Hey, Toxic. Good to see you. It's funny, I told my colleague, one of my colleagues today about the new video, and he was like, oh, what was the video about? And I was like, oh, I basically made a knowledge management framework for the game that I'm playing and making content for, and he just burst into laughter because it's basically what I do for a living. Gotta use the skills that you've got, right? You saw my rip? Yeah, it was a pretty bad rip. It was very negligent of me. You genuinely figured I was in that realm with how well structured my video are. Well, I'm glad it comes through. And I'm glad that that style of presentation works for POE videos. You never know, right? You were blasting today, so crazy, got from tier 5 to tier 15. And close to 30 Alice points. Well done, Toxic. Good job. PoE is so complicated, it's nice to have a framework that's fairly digestible. Yeah, and I think at the moment, right, it's nowhere near as complex as PoE 1. And I think it's good to get a start on creating that kind of framework before it gets too complex. So if I can create like a good basis for this kind of knowledge management, then we can just build upon it and keep it manageable as more and more complexity gets added to the game. You had 4 corrupted zones close together, 3 more maps, and then you got your 30 points. Nice. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what they're going to do with Atlas points in the new patch, because the current process of getting them is not that interesting or fun. You get a clean sheet from the start. Sometimes it's just easier to start over. That's why they did PoE 2. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Billy. And I think, you know, they get a lot of feedback from people. They're like, oh, why don't you just solve the problem the way that you did in PoE 1? And I think their philosophy is that they could do that, right? But I don't think what that tells me, the reason they haven't done it, is they're not happy with the way that those solutions ended up panning out in the game. And so they want to try and do it a different way. You get a second go to make the game more accessible over the long run, to not just band-aid over solutions, and then those band-aids become, you know, structural. You don't want structural band-aids. Now you just wish they diverged more. Oh, you got a +7 proj weapon? Nice, Toxic. Wow, more than doubled your damage. That's crazy. Down with plus skills. That introduces a lot of integration problems then. If you try and bring old stuff into the new framework, yeah. I mean, you work in QA, right, Billy? So you understand the issues with legacy integration. It's effectively what we have, right, with PoE 1 and PoE 2. I mean, it's a shame they couldn't completely start from scratch, right? They still had to build on PoE 1 systems. And I think, to your point, Protagonist, right, that's probably why they couldn't diverge more. I don't think we would have got the game when we got it if they completely started from scratch. Hey, Blader, good to see you, man. How you doing? Welcome in. How goes the miniature painting? POE 2 is just love already. Yeah, such a great game. Gaius Quintus, thank you for the follow. I hope I said that name right. I appreciate the follow. Thank you for the support. You're doing good. Back up a side project that's more bigature lately. Another 60 centimeter statue coming your way. Nice. They must be really satisfying. The big projects. You just look at abstractions, but all the infra process is just newer. I'm not going to lie, Billy. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Otherwise, they would have to reinvent the wheel. Right. Yeah, I mean, abstractions on Legacy also create issues as well. Got your building POE2 character video recommended to me by the YouTube algorithm. It was fantastic. Thank you very much, Gaius. I appreciate that. I'm glad the algorithm is serving me and you well. Sometimes they deliver winners. Glad to find another POE2 content creator making helpful resources like that. Well, I'm glad it's helpful. Yeah, it makes me really happy. Gives me warm, fuzzy feelings inside. Do I have a Discord server? No. So I tend to, in terms of like player community, I hang out in Blazer's Discord. I really like Blazer's community in terms of like a place to hang out and just chat about the game. So that's where I hang out, and I sometimes post in there. It's probably the first time I've been in a gaming community in a while that I've felt like interacting with. So that's where I hang out for gaming. When I create the new website project, I'll probably create a Discord, but it will be really focused on feedback and contributions to the website, rather than like I don't have the time, nor do I have the social energy to maintain like a community Discord. They are a lot of work, I think, to make useful, and it atomizes the community. So I would rather, if you guys want to hang out with other players, right, or people in this community, I would recommend joining Blazer's Discord, because I like his community and I hang out there. So if you want that community feeling, I'd rather it all happen there. And then if I do make a Discord, it will be very focused on like more of the technical solution of building the knowledge management website rather than community stuff. Maybe that will change in the future, but I don't have any intention to start a Discord that will, you know, break up the community anymore. I think we probably have too many Discords. I think there's too many. I know that it's nice to have somewhere to hang out with like a streamer's community and stuff, but I'd rather like streamers combine their communities. I think that would be much cooler. Blader, you're so excited for the live stream. I called some stuff about a month ago with some friends. You want to see if you win? Ah, nice. Yeah, I'm super excited as well. I think we all are, right? We're all frothing for some POE news. Your side project is game development. Ah, nice. How is that side project going? What am I doing leveling wise? I guess I'm heading down to singular purpose. And I think I want the armor break node at some point, right? There's an armor break node over here somewhere. I can't remember what it's called. Shattering Blow. This one. Good plug for the Discord. I'll check that out. I was in the general POE 2 Discord for a while, but it's a little bit too big, I think, for good discussion. Yeah, check out Blazers. It's nice. It's a nice place. I'm doing backend stuff right now, but I did make a 7,000 line plugin for Unreal Engine that allows me to make passive trees of all forms. Wow, nice. So you're going for the ARPG, big passive tree game development route. You're thinking about setting up a Discord server for standard players, but you guess the only one that plays so much standard. I'm sure there are at least 2 other people, Toxic. No, I know there are definitely other standard players out there, so maybe that Discord already exists. Who knows? Do you know of any other standard players? Made it a super agnostic, so you can make it like Borderlands tree, WoW trees, POE massive trees. Nice. Shattering Blow Your Beloved. Yeah. It'll be fun when we get some armor break going. I love armor break in this game. Spellcasters. Think you're going to go third-person ARPG style? As much of a nerd as you are, when you think of things Path of Exile could benefit from, you write it in a Google Doc like code snippets and documentation. Nice. So you're still right. So you're still setting up the back-end systems before you think about what the game's going to look like and play like. I have no idea about anything to do with game development. It's not something I've ever really looked into. I had some friends that wanted to be game developers, but I feel like it's an industry that, for the most part, preys on the fact that people are very passionate, right? And it takes advantage of them. Must be quite cool working for GGG, though. Oh, there's a POE 1 standard Discord server. That makes sense, right? You're good at making systems and back-end stuff, but front-end, like UI and UX stuff, you're bad at. Ah, so you need to find... Someone commented on my YouTube video that if I needed an experienced front-end developer for my project, they were happy to help. So check my YouTube comments and you might be able to find a front-end dev to help you with your project later on my latest video. How much fire res do I have? -10. Okay, I'm going to go get my fire ring so that I don't get one shot by this stupid lady. And then I want... Oh, I did want attrition, but I don't have the dex. Let's grab that ring that I picked up. Grab some fire res. I don't have any... Oh, I'm getting a disconnection error. You're going to go watch the Arsenal game? Please no rip until you're back. Yeah, I'll try not to die. Thanks for hanging out, Toxic. Enjoy the football. My caffeinated is not working properly. Okay, it's reconnected now. I don't know what's going on with my stream today. I think I'm having issues. I got issues. Ah, she's fire resistant, eh? Can I get her before she gets up? Yeah, I got her. That was very risky. She could have just got up off the floor. POE 2 Wonderwall Edition. 2 days is gonna be the day that we get a new live stream. Chayula Truther. Ruja has been the end of far too many hardcore solo self-found runs. You are speaking the truth, Chayula Truther. I have definitely lost hardcore characters to her. Especially before Sprint. I don't know what order I should be upgrading things. Let's see what we got in here. Spiked Club. New helm? No, nothing. There's nothing here. Nothing. Decent armor chest, but I want some res. Sprint feels so integral to the game now that it's hard to remember what it was like without it in 0.1. Was it 0.2 we got Sprint? Skills graph UI to show active and passive skills connection. What is that suggestion for? For the website? Oh, 0.3 was Sprint. You're right though, it's hard to remember a time before Sprint. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, for the website, I guess the plan would be like a build maker's toolkit that has even more information than the video I put out, because that was really just scratching the surface. Probably some kind of written, a write-up on like how to use POB effectively. I would like to keep up to date, like, farming strategies, and if I get better at crafting, probably some crafting stuff as well. So like in the build maker's toolkit, there'll be things like, you know, how do you scale various damage types? There'll be things like utility options, right? There's just so many cool utility options in the game. It'd be nice to collate them all in one place. Time flies, it does indeed, right? But I do have to say, I had the call to action in the build guide video. Oh, I need to roll an ad soon. People are getting pre-rolls when they're coming in. I have to ask you as viewers, what do you prefer in terms of the enforced Twitch ad breaks? Do you like the 3 minutes every hour? Do you prefer shorter but more frequent ad breaks? I'm not really sure what to do with them. I have to run them because I know pre-rolls are like the most annoying thing for most people. But I'm not sure how best to handle it. Do you like a 3 minute enforced bathroom break? Would you prefer if I just set it to run like 1 minute every 20 minutes and I just carry on playing? 3 minutes every hour, 3 minutes every hour. Naglfar, heyo, rip fire sorceress. Yes, sorceress died. Sorceress died to a fat crab. Alright, so I'll keep it on the 3 minutes for now then. And means I get to stretch my legs and have a bathroom break as well. I'll think about ways in the future for those of you who don't get ads to make those 3 minutes at least a little bit more interactive. Because I know Billy is subbed and some of you have turbo, so me just turning the screen off for 3 minutes. Plus I have the YouTube crowd, which I appreciate as well, and I know you're enforced to have a 3 minute break when I have to put an ad on as well. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Gaius. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Now you're giving me more of a reason to think of how to make how to make my breaks more interactive in the future. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the streaming thing, you know. I feel like I'm getting a handle of the video making thing. We need to figure out the streaming thing. All right, let me kill this wisp monster, and then I need to run the ad. You have a Prime you're not using? Well, I appreciate you using it on me. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna pause here, and I'm gonna BRB 3 minutes. So stretch your legs, get some water, go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Thank you for your patience. You're a visual guy, you just can't seem to find a way to visualize very well how skills and passives interact. Interesting, right. That might be an interesting project to make that easier to understand through visual representation. I'd have to have a think about what it would look like. You are tapping into my skill set. Did you find the column visualization that I did for defensive and offensive layers useful? Did that help in terms of visualization of like, you know, damage scaling vectors and things like that? Do you mean something like even more? Like something more than that? Oh, I should have taken dexterity there. For that info, it was okay. But I guess you're talking from a numbers perspective, right? So what kind of thing would we be thinking about there in terms of visualization? So it would be like you have a skill, let's say Forge Hammer, and you would want to know which of your passives are influencing that. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Whiskey Geek. Wow. 2 subscriptions in one day. I'll get all choked up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Just connections. Oh, so you don't need to see the numbers. You just want to know which passives are influencing your skill. Interesting. Yeah, that feature doesn't exist in POB as far as I know, right? It will, well, you can kind of get it, you can kind of get POB to tell you with the heat map which nodes will give you the biggest benefit of the ones that you don't have, but it doesn't tell you which of your existing passive skills. Well, unless you go into the calculations tab, actually. If you go into the calculations tab, then you get a big long list. But I agree, the interface is not that good. Because it's just a spreadsheet, right? Yeah. It's just a spreadsheet with extra steps. No, thank you. Yeah. You know what feature was part of POE Awakening beta that they never put in? Pre-planning your passive tree in game. Yeah, they said they were thinking about putting that into POE too, right? That came up in a live stream before. You just discovered the power nodes feature. Yeah. I'll be honest, I only discovered that quite recently. It's apparently internally done and ready to roll. I have to say though, from my philosophical perspective, I don't know how much I like that. I mean, I get that it will make it easier to follow build guides, but I think it just removes another step of problem solving for players, right? Like it makes you have to interact with the game even less in order to solve problems. But yeah, I don't know. Lord, she's so annoying.
You are a worthy adversary.
A coin. What is this?
We catch up on chat. Also, a target dummy with controllable environment would be great for sure. Yeah, that's going to be hard to do though, right? A target dummy that gives you the right information is going to be tricky. I don't envy them having to create that. Think of it as a drawing tool, in like in Slay the Spire, some vague pre-planning so you have a general direction to follow. Yeah, fair enough. I have to say, it would be nice if I could like plan out this tree and be like, okay, I'm going here, I'm going up here, I'm going, where am I going? Crushing Verdict, down to Molten One's Gift. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, being able to plan a bit would be good. And following your own builds, yeah. I do forget quite often what I've decided I'm going to do. Balbala is probably the boss you die to the most frequently in the campaign. At least normal boss. Jaman-Ra is normally good for a death. Yeah, Jaman-Ra is a war of attrition, eh? But yeah, Balbala got me a few times early on in 0.1. I feel like they nerfed her damage a bit. I remember her, you know when she throws the daggers on the ground and they all shoot up into the sky? I feel like that used to do a lot more damage. She's a real B-word. And then after you go through all that, she's like, oh, now I'll be your friend. I died to Balbala off so often during my first run, but now I know the fight by heart. Yeah, plenty of deaths will do that, won't they? Teach you the fight. And the one where you step on a trap and she just drops down, that was insta-death before. Yeah, maybe we're just better at the game and have better resource allocation. Yeah, knowing the bosses, eh? Knowing the bosses helps. Saying that though, you know, when Act 4 came out, we didn't know any of the bosses and they still felt easier, didn't they? Than 0.1. I think I quite like Zizaran's take, right? That the bosses should be somewhat attrition based. So everything feels quite fair. You're not fighting one shots. You just, you know, slowly, if you make too many mistakes, eventually you get worn down. Rather than like, oh, I made one mistake, so I died. And I think Protagonist has a pretty good take on that in terms of like balancing out the progression of your character in campaigns so that they can balance bosses. Still sad that they nerfed Monkey. Many people are sad that Monkey's not dangerous anymore. Boss damage was reduced along with the HP in 0.2. Even for campaign? I guess it was, maybe. My Perfect Strike doesn't seem to do very much damage. And I don't think I'm missing. You need them to buff Monkey in 0.5. Yeah, I like Monkey being super dangerous. The only boss in Act 4 that is a pain is the Siren. You have to burst her down on anything but super endgame characters in maps. But even there, she's more of an attrition fight than anything. Monkey's still dangerous. That's true. Yeah, you can still get clapped by the monkey. Oh, this is so much smoother and quicker than the sorceress. It's not even funny. It doesn't even feel like I'm playing hardcore. Famous last words though, eh? I do only have 6% lightning res. I'm not even using all of my skills. You love warrior and maces and campaign? Yeah. I've come around to it. I think I tried to play like Earthquake or something back when they were still terrible, which put me off. You don't know how you can make attrition gameplay work when you have some characters with plus 3 level items in Act 2 versus those without any. Yeah. You can have some swings, right? Like finding a good unique would be like an acceptable swing, I think. I mean, I genuinely think they just need to cap plus skills and remove them from low levels. I think that's the simplest solution, right? You can always add them back later if you think you've made a mistake. $28 to $50. No, I meant to be taking dex, aren't I? How much dex do I need? 2. Then I can put attrition in for bosses.
If the train I would sell.
It's a difficult balancing act. If your build isn't top, tanky bosses will run against a wall. Attrition Spirit Gem is a solution, but how do you ensure all players are aware of its existence and usefulness? You can't presume that. Maybe they should build attrition mechanic into the fights to allow weak builds to not get completely wrecked by buff bosses. Yeah, I have to say, like, not many people know about attrition, right? I was in Blaze's stream, and I don't know what he was leveling, but he was like, oh, what Spirit Gem should I use? And I suggested attrition. And he read the culling strike part, but not the stacking more damage multiplier, and was like, no, this fight's not gonna last that long, so I don't want to do it. But I think attrition's a great gem. Warrior's my favorite. I actually made a Fire Fizz Titan that used Forge Hammer this league and got to 96. And yeah, Kasi, I think when I was doing research earlier, I think I found your forum post. I wondered if it was you. Yeah, I had a read of that earlier. Really good information. Thank you. Yeah, Kasi's got the all-terrain Titan. That's you, is it, Kasi? That's the one, yeah. Yeah, really good write-up. Well done. I don't think I've even read all of it yet because you put so much information in there. Yeah, really good info. This seems like a upgrade.
As you wish.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I'm getting confused again. I'm getting distracted and confused. Played Warrior 0.3 and quit after reaching interludes because he wasn't having fun with slams. You think you'll never warm up to them? They are a bit slow, aren't they? Alright, let's see where we got here. Ooh, increased fears. 22 to 35. Oh, it's a pretty low roll. T8. Let's see where we get on the suffixes. Cold damage. Stun duration. Just put our rings here. Increase amount recovered, increase charges. There we go. It'll upgrade. Oh, I was gonna look for some lightning rese. You played Forge Hammer Acolyte of Chayula. It was super fun. I wish we had some sort of Chaos Fissure Breach skill. Lack of Chaos skills really interrupts your fantasy maxing. Yeah, more Chaos skills, please. I agree. More purple. Purple is the best color. I need to buy something that has lightning res. What a banging tune. Oh, everything has lightning res on it. What's the essence that I picked up? Oh, sorcery. So great. Thanks. Thanks, game. Nice essence of sorcery for me there. How about you let me pick the first essence that I find? How about that? How about you give me a little blank essence? You made a flippant comment on a video about how it would feel like shit to level using chaos damage, and someone got mad saying it was good if you do X, Y, and Z. Well, I guess there's essence drain, right? Is that what they said? I have to say, Black Flame Covenant leveling was probably a mistake, and probably the reason I was having so much issues with my Sorceress. I took Black Flame Covenant way too early, I think. If I try fire spells again, which I don't think will be this patch, then I will probably stick with Elemental. I think it's unwise. Oh, if you're trying to use chaos on a skill other than something it's designed for. The passive tree pigeonholes you into archetypes. Where can you even get chaos damage on the tree as a merc? Good point. Yeah, you have to go all the way up to Sorceress, right? Top right. There's no chaos damage on the left side of the tree, right? That's why we need one of those jewels that lets you jump across the passive tree, eh? That's not going to help with leveling, is it? Oh, fuck. Something just hit me very hard. Was it you, sir? Silverjaw the Parched? How dare you? Yeah, I guess we don't have many options left, right, for more chaos coming into the game, though. Maybe we'll get some on Shadow. Maybe the third Huntress Ascendancy will have Shadow. Oh no, we already know that's kind of like a Beastmaster type thing, right? That won't have Chaos. Where could we get more Chaos in like Ascendancies or something? What if there was like an Ascendancy on the left side of the tree that turned like physical into Chaos or something? That'd be cool. Essence Drain makes your eyes melt. It's so boring. You're doing a Spellcaster Acolyte right now and used Original Sin and Spark. Yeah, I did an Original Sin build. That was a lot of fun. Dark Templar. Yeah, that would be cool. Alright, we're heading into Jamon-Ra with very little lightning res and no real sources of it. So this is going to be interesting. I am hitting these perfect strikes, right? Feels like I'm hitting them. I didn't hit that one. Yeah, Chaos Templar is a good idea. I like that. Maybe we get a Chaos Templar. Maybe we get a Chaos Templar that turns attack fire into Chaos. If you take POE as an indication, Shadow is the Chaos one. Yeah, right, or at least Poison. I'm looking forward to some Poison Dagger builds. I cannot wait for Poison Daggers. You think they'll slot more Chaos into Quarterstaff skills? It's a little elemental damage heavy right now. Yeah, Chayula could do with some love, eh? Some more tools. Level 7. Ooh, I can get Leap Slam. Might be time to start Leap Slamming, boys. Might be time to start Leap Slamming. You envy the console stun bar? You can actually notice it. Yeah, I don't look at it often enough though. I'm not used to having to look at the stun bar, so I do forget to check whether or not it's building up. I think I am gonna, when I level up, I'm gonna grab Leap Slam. What level do I need to be? 22. One more level. Well, we can also get Volcanic Fissure, so I can start playing around with that. Oh, we can get another Val Ruins. On PC, it blends with the UI on the bottom left. I mean, I am on PC, but I'm on controller, innit? Alright, let's get Leap Slam. Let's get leap slam in this hizzy. Oh, we could also get Raging Cry on Infernal Cry. Actually start using it maybe. Alright, time to leap slam. Yeah, that's more satisfying, isn't it? Whee! Whee! Now, I'm under no illusion, though, that I might leap slam to my own death at some point. Because it doesn't avoid damage, eh? By the way, Forge Hammer is not a projectile, FYI. Yes, I did look up that. I did see that it has got the melee tag, which is awesome. Do I think they're going to drop a teaser today for a ritual-themed change? You would hope so, right? I don't know what time the teaser normally comes out. Normally while I'm asleep, I think. But I think if like now we know that we're just getting a full endgame rework, right? It's like the teaser's not that exciting. To me anyway. I'm just looking forward to the live stream. It'd be nice if we got some actual information. That would be interesting. They dropped a teaser the other day at this time. Ah. It's not just... Yeah, no, that's what I mean, right? We know they're reworking all the base mechanics now because of the other teasers. So I would like some different information because I'm greedy. I'm a greedy boy. Can't believe I haven't found a single amulet. Oh, I take so much damage when I land with Leap Slam. I guess because I'm not stunning. Didn't they drop a Druid teaser a few days before the official announcement came out? Maybe Gladiator teaser today. Oh, that'd be interesting. Put everyone out of their misery. Oh, I think we're getting a new shield. I hope the live stream says something about not dramatically flying off into oblivion when a tiny beetle does 1 nanopixel of damage to my energy shield. Yeah, them tiny insects in the deserts, they'll always get you, right? That is just the heritage of Diablo. Remember the mosquitoes in Diablo? Oh, I haven't heard this song in ages. Hey, I just wanna dance. Any Glass Animals fans here? You're betting, Gaius, that we won't get a new character. Oh, interesting. Keeping your expectations low, eh? Very smart. Extremely smart. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I just wanna dance. No way we don't get Gladiator. Strong opinions all round. Can't find the snake lady. You know, I always thought I was going to be quite good at being able to keep up with chat and play the game, but it's a lot harder than it seems. A new skill I have to develop, it seems. At least when I'm playing softcore at League Start, it won't matter if I'm not looking at the screen. If he dies, he dies. I just wanna dance. You think the difference is hardcore versus softcore? Yeah, it's a lot easier to like look across at the chat when I'm playing softcore. If they don't release Duelist after showing a sword, it'll be one hell of a flame bait, yeah. Can you imagine the riots? They'll be in the streets. Paris will be on fire.
I'm not ready.
Am I meant to be perfect striking with my two-hander? Is that why it's not doing any damage? Could be. Three points. I guess I'm just going to grab Crushing Verdict. It's like, it's too good of a node, right?
The Mystery Desert is a strange and deadly place. How could the Marraketh abandon something like this?
Your 0.3 characters was a one-hand and shield, no giant's blood, but I kept a two-handed in my weapon set too, just for Hammer of the Gods and Perfect Strike. Yeah, maybe I'm meant to be perfect striking with my big two-hander, but I'm also okay with just doing safe one-handed leveling. safe as it can be anyway. Oh, those pops are satisfying, even if Herald of Ash isn't really doing anything. Boom. Boom. You feel like they also tuned back the damage on Perfect Strike in 0.3, but you could be misremembering. I'm probably just doing it wrong, you know? It's perfectly possible I'm just doing it wrong. Yeah, like if I get the little AoE thing, that means I've hit the right timing, right? If I get the little like blast of fire. It did get a nerf. It's more ignite focused now. Right, gotcha. Well, good job with doing volcanic fissure Forge Hammer, eh? Forge Hammer is not a main skill per se. You need the slams to take advantage from the fissure created by the Forge Hammer explosion. Yeah, so I've found a build that I'm going to be somewhat following, and it uses, what does it use as the main rotation? I mean, I think it just uses Volcanic Fissure for clearing and then Forge Hammer for rares, and then it has some like Seismic Cry tech. And then it also uses Stampede. Yeah, it's a pretty in-depth guide actually. It's pretty good. Uses Volcanic Fissure with Armor Explosion for clear. You also flub the timing on snipe about 60% of the time. As long as I'm getting the right visual cue of when I'm doing it right, that's fine. And I think I'm getting the visual cue, so we'll just assume that I'm not spec'd in the right damage nodes for it to be doing decent damage. All of the warrior skills work if you set them up with each other to do so. A lot of ways to build a flow with the skills. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Volcanic Fissure Forge Hammer, because that sounds really cool. Plus it means maybe we can do Ancestral Cry. I've wanted to use Ancestral Cry since they demonstrated it, so I'll probably put that in as well. This shield is much better than my previous one. Oops. Oh god. Bum bum bum. Forge Hammer, Earth Shatter, Seismic Repeat. Ah. That's a cool rotation idea. Maybe I'll try that then. Maybe I'll follow your advice, Billy, seeing as you made the wheel spin on Titan and Maces. Somehow, with your voodoo magic, you managed to get the wheel to do what you wanted it to do. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you willed Titan and a Mace skill into existence when there were so many options on the wheel. Maces are more heavily weighted. Very good. Oh, 6 to 13 fire damage. But we give up lightning and cold res. That probably isn't wise. I assume there's not really a way to animation cancel leap slam like there is with rolling slam, eh?
Did they really need all this to prove their faith?
Chayula, you use the volcanic fissure with the slam from Forge Hammer for bossing and clear. Ah. Toxic Uni is back in the stream. Welcome back, Toxic. How was the game? Did your team win? Yeah, I know Leap Slam doesn't leap, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I was a bit reticent about using it because, you know, you just leap into danger. Same with Pounce, right? Like I saw a clip of someone trying to leap over the electric things that these bats fire, and they got absolutely obliterated and were like, GGG? Bug? Is it a bug? Arsenal won, your team didn't play. Ah, Arsenal are good at football. I remember that from my youth. That doesn't seem to have changed. Oh, a nice big life boost for my amulet. Nice, nice, nice. Any of these any good? Double elemental damage and Fizz Leech does life. Ooh. That's probably worth giving up 10 lightning res, eh? For a bit of Fizz Leech. I think we can sell the rest of these. We can slam this ring, just see what we get. Dexterity and big damage roll? No, okay, we can sell that then. Maybe I should be infernal crying more. We can do magnified area on Herald of Ash. We'll keep these gloves around. Some more life leech. Yeah, it's nasty. It makes that particularly evil Abyss Ground degen so tough. Yeah, they should at least let you leap slam over ground degens, right? I don't think that would be too overpowered. But I guess if maybe they can't be that selective with what they allow you to do with it. All right, let's see if this gets me my health back. Well, leveling up obviously does. That wasn't a fair test. Now Arsenal back in the final of the Champions League after 20 years. Wow. That is a long wait. The only football I follow now is I watch the Welcome to Wrexham show. And I think it's brilliant. I think it's the best way to watch football. Like I have no idea what's going to happen. So all of the games that they show are all really exciting for me. Plus, you get all the backstory for all of the footballers, the people that run the club, the town. It's brilliant. I get so much more emotionally invested in the outcome of the games when I know all about the private lives of the players. It's such a great show. I did accidentally spoil the previous season for myself, though, because I accidentally found out that they got promoted. So it wasn't a surprise at the end that I was hoping. Melee skills with added attack time should get inbuilt damage reduction while attacking. Yeah, hyper armor. Give us hyper armor, baby. You've got a nice idea to focus the skill tree for myself and newer players. Do I want to hear it? Yeah, sure. Tell us your idea. This is a great place to explore ideas. This is probably too much effectiveness. But we're going to do it anyway. I don't have any weapons to craft, though. Yeah, I spoiled myself. I just knew that they were getting promoted at the end of the season. But it was still really good to watch it. Played a range with my last character for the first time in POE 2, and it's crazy how much you get to mitigate or flat out ignore that is a threat to... Yeah, it's because the reason is you don't have to stand in place. So even if you're in the face of the enemy, you can still move out of the degen while you're attacking. I covered this in my defensive balance video. I think that's the biggest issue that melee has, right? Just let me attack and move at the same time. Cowards. Alright, I'm going to pick up a volcanic fissure because I want to see what it's like. Oh, I don't have any space on me bars. I guess I can drop Earthquake. I'm not really doing anything with Earthquake. Oh! That looks cool. Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Ho. Wow, that looks so cool. You go directly to the bottom part and there is coming the dual spots on the left and right, and then you travel back to the top on both sides until you're up at the top. Then you just pick all the points in this triangle to focus on. Voila. You've lost me, Toxic. Volcanic fissure is insanely cool. I love it. I'm not sure what you mean, Toxic. Oh, I see. Right. You're talking about the idea about constraining your options. Right. As like a challenge run, you're only allowed to take options that are within the triangle. Oh, I got you. That's an interesting challenge idea. I am looking for resistance ring. I need the lightning res ring for Jamon Ra. Oh, can I just level as volcanic fissure? I think it's easier for new players if they want to play a self-made build. Oh, a guideline, right. Like to have a smaller passive tree, you mean? Something like that. A big part of melee is the monster design. We need monsters that spray degen ground on a sizable minimum distance, so that engaging them in melee lets you ignore it. You also need enemies with shields that massively reduce projectile damage, but that you can break with melee damage. Proximity bubbles. That might be a better way to nerf range, but I'm not a huge fan of mechanics that reduce the damage that monsters take. Like, I don't really like the invulnerability thing as a solution. You tested it on your grenade merc and you got very far. You're still only in the triangle and doing more than fine. Yeah, it's amazing how far you can get in this game without a fully optimized build, right? At the moment anyway. We'll see if that changes if they add some new challenges to the end game. But yeah, you don't really need to min-max, right? Like, you don't need to be a sweat and be able to do your DPS in arbiters per second. Which I think is good. But I also want more challenge. I want a reason to min-max my build. I want a reason to sit in POB and make the number go up. Alright, I think I need to put some damage supports in Volcanic Fissure. Bow, 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 bow. What can we do? Ellie armament? Does it convert 100%? 80%? Ellie armament. And fire attunement? Do I have a spare fire attunement anywhere? Take out of earthquake. Alright, let's see if this does more damage.
Fear will best you.
Cool kids focus on divines per hour. Some of the cool kids focus on divines per hour. Some of them. Yeah, it's not quite doing as much damage as I would hope. But what if instead I do volcanic fissures with weapon set 2? How about that? Oh, it seems to be doing about the same. You focus on how many purple projectiles are flying across your screen per hour. Per hour? Wow, that's a lot to keep track of. That must be a very long notepad. I have searched high and low. I have not found what I am looking for. It's always in the last place you look. Because if it was in the first place I looked, I would have found it by now. Oh, it's literally right there. God damn it. Wait. I didn't pick up the checkpoint either. That's okay. It's not too far of a run. What are you going to do? Keep looking after you found it? Well, exactly, protagonist. Exactly. You still have to do your beer. You've done 500 bearer kills, Toxic? Good lord. Oh, lordy. Something you've been wondering about, why we don't have a Herald of Chaos. If anything, they could just make it a chonk node. Yeah, that would be cool. Chonk Ascendancy, Herald of Chaos. Is volatility a bit like Herald of Chaos? Ouch. Oh, I can't believe how long Earthquake takes to go off. It's incredible, isn't it? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need water damage, then you can load your soaker. That's what Herald of Poison is for. We've got Chaos Herald at home, eh? Herald of Poison. Volatility is so awful, you have to bend over backwards just to get 200% bonus that you can get from optimized into the breach remnants. Fair enough. Smash these pots. Pots, pots, lots of pots. Bum 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 bum. Boo boo boo. Or life per enemy killed. Accuracy. Good lord. 5 life per enemy killed. Evasion rating. Give me a break. What else have we got? What else have we got? So what am I meant to be doing? I'm meant to be... upgrading... Should I be doing like volcanic fissure earth shatter? Is that what I should be doing? Is that a fun leveling build? Fissures activate with slams again and again. It feels like trying to activate volcanic fissure with leap slam is not that great. What we want to be doing is activating it with Forge Hammer, right? Because Forge Hammer is a slam. Not long to go. Leap slam with crater and branching fissures. I assume I need higher level support gems for that. Angelos 3046. Volcanic fissures with shield wall fissures and slam with forge hammer. Yeah, I don't want to use shield wall. I want to stick with maces. I don't need volcanic fissure. When you did it with forge hammer chonk, use molten blast to level. Juiced it with super multi-shot. Oh, I can use leap slam to create the fissures. Right, but I'm assuming I need like higher level. Oh, we have crater. Oh, we can put crater in. I do need level 3 supports. So next act, I can use leap slam. What's the level 3 support I need? Because crater is level 2, so I could put that in now. I think I might need level 4 for branching fissures, right? No. Is it level 1? Where is it? Am I being dumb? Is it not a support gem? Oh, it's Oh, I see, right. Okay, it's because it doesn't have crater, right. Crater creates its own fissures on leap slam. All right, we'll do that then. When I get level 3 support gems, we'll do leap slam forge hammer. I'm not a huge fan though of leap slam in hardcore. I just feel like it's a bit dangerous. Whereas I can do volcanic fissure and forge hammer from a distance, right? Feels like it would keep me alive, more likely to keep me alive anyway. But I can put a jeweler's orb on. So let's get rid of earthquake because earthquake sucks. We don't need rolling slam anymore. We'll keep bone shatter because bone shatter is good. Can't say I'm very impressed with perfect strike. Put leap slam up here. Oh, we are at break time again. Last break of the day. So I will stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, get some water. Yeah, Fist of War is good. I know that. But I will be right back in 3 minutes. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. We are back. That's a good idea, Nagofar. You know, I did consider, like, for those people who don't get ads, instead of doing a be right back, doing a little group exercise. Do you think you'd all be into that? We could do some squats together, do some push-ups. What do you think? Good idea, bad idea. You'll want to work for your staring contest, yeah.
Warm nights.
You want to work for your content,
Stay in sight.
physical labor. You're doing 100 a day with some friends. It's really fun. Nice. Good short breaks during work, yeah. I've just been enjoying getting out running recently, now that the weather's picked up again. Plus, we have a Tough Mudder race on Saturday. So I needed to get ready for that. Oh, fuck. Maybe I should kill these meteor flingers. But yeah, with all the video making and working and everything in between, I have to say my gym has been a bit neglected. I have not been working out as much as I should be to maintain my fitness, which is nice, which is why running is so nice. Because when I go to the gym, right, it's a couple of hours commitment, whereas going for a run, I just put on my shoes and head out the door and it's half an hour. I get to go outside. So much easier. But I do want to get back into my gym routine. I miss picking up heavy things and putting them back down again. Oh, did I just find a unique ring? Oh, we got a black heart. Dang. Yeah, give me that black heart. You should get back into running, mostly just bouldering nowadays and a bit of cycling. I used to boulder a lot. I was on my university team. But then old age caught up with me and I started getting repetitive finger injuries, and it kind of ruined bouldering for me, that I had to be so careful all the time while I was climbing. And I'm not a very careful person. I have very little sense of self-preservation. I enjoy the adrenaline way too much. So unfortunately I can't really climb anymore. I do go now and again, maybe a couple of times a year. I'll do some bouldering. You're already dreading that happening eventually. Black heart, best heart, indeed, Toxic. Yeah, I mean, I was quite stupid, right, by like getting the injuries in the first place by like trying things that were too difficult at the start of my sessions. But you know, when there's a fresh setup, it's hard not to just jump straight on them, right? I went to Fontainebleau a couple of years ago with my friend. That was a rude awakening in what real climbing is like. I have never felt so humbled by anything in my entire life as when I tried to boulder in Fontainebleau. Major Aimless coming in with the raid. Thanks very much for the raid, Major. Oh, I wonder if I've never done a shout out before. Can I, Major, does this work? Do I have this command? No, that didn't work. Do I have to set up the command to give you a shout out? Can I do it verbally? Major raid. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing okay. I can do shout out. Okay. Oh, it's no biggie. I want to, though. You did it for me. Okay. See, I'm learning how to stream. I can do videos, but streaming is... Ah, there we go. There we go. How you doing today? How was your stream, man? Pick up some crushing verdict. You're joining me on my warrior journey. We're just figuring out all together, with some help from my viewers, how I should be leveling volcanic fissure and forge hammer. Because volcanic fissure just looks fucking awesome, doesn't it? Always good, pump for 0.5. Yeah, me too, man. I cannot wait till Thursday. I'm excited about getting excited. It's going to be so cool. Can you even imagine what they're cooking up? Can you even imagine? They'll reveal Half-Life 3. Gabe Newell will tear off his Jonathan Rogers mask and be like, it was me all along. Path of Exile 2 Early Access was just the demo for Half-Life 3. They've been cooking so much that they're going to do Valve's job for them. What do you think? Could GGG make Half-Life 3? It rhymes at least. Wow, Half-Life has changed, right? Oh, I need to lock in on these meteor casters. Bear with. Thank you for the follow, Shell Switch Engage. I appreciate it. So Valve still can't count to 3 then, yeah. Classic. Half-Life Alyx was incredible at least. Yeah, I only played a little bit of Half-Life Alyx. My friend had the... what was the stupidly expensive VR thing? Where you like attached it to the ceiling? The Index? My friend had an Index. So I got to play a little bit of Alyx. It was really cool. Yeah, the Valve Index. I have to say that they did put crossbows in the game, right? And crossbows are basically guns. So Half-Life has guns. Therefore, Path of Exile 2 is Half-Life? POE VR with swinging maces in real life. Could you imagine if you had to do all of the grinding you do in PoE but in VR? I think they might end up with a lot of exhaustion-based deaths. True ruthless. I still remember... Did anyone remember when Zizaran played Beat Saber on stream? The first time. I think there's an example of what might happen to PoE players if they have to VR their way through the game. Just spent 15 minutes on Venom Crypt. Yeah, Venom Crypt's a bit of a shitter. Oh, fuck. I have not done this boss on melee before. I normally kill the steed first. Maybe I should have done that. Oh my god. Oh shit. This is like... This is the longest this fight's ever gone on. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Welcome to the Vision gameplay, sponsored by Jonathan Rogers.
No more of these tusks.
Let's just check this steel plate. Life and strength in exchange for fire resistance. Okay, let me just drop the wand. I don't really want to come back here. There we go. It's a really well-designed fight if they don't die quickly and at the same time. Yeah, that's the longest that fight's ever gone on for me. I think I preferred doing Mastodon first. I don't know why I did it that way around that time. I guess because I'm playing melee, maybe I thought it would be better the other way around. I was wrong.
Who goes there?
I also haven't had a weapon upgrade in a while. What do we got here? Crit chance. Shitty fire roll. Shitty physical roll. Less attack speed. It doesn't seem like an upgrade to me. You expected the Vision to be sponsored by the Mind Stone. Yeah, we need some Vision MTX, huh? Alright, there's nothing in that shop for me.
Speak up.
Or this one.
Something about this one.
Mana and cold res. Yeah, let's take some res. Maybe I stick another support in volcanic fissure. I guess I can, or maybe maybe I will do Leap Slam for now. Yeah, let's stick Crater in Leap Slam. And then we can do Leap Slam Fissure, right? See how that feels. Just gotta try these things out. Oh, we can upgrade Herald of Ash. Keep these rings. Keep the jawbone. The gloves. Giant life flask. Alright. Off to the last area. Oh, a new 0.5 teaser dropped 30 minutes ago. Oh, shit. The problem is, for the lovely people watching on YouTube, I don't know how to make it so that they can hear. Where is it? Oh, I can check the POE Discord, eh? Face the darkness. Right, let me see if I can press the right button in OBS. Maybe I turn on desktop audio? You're going to have to tell me if you can hear this on YouTube. Could you hear that? No YouTube sound. God damn it. Did that work? Sorry, everyone. I'm struggling with technology here. You wouldn't think I worked in tech, would you? All fine. Okay. I'll figure out a way that I can switch. I'll switch it later. I have my game audio routed through YouTube on a different track. And I can't change tracks midstream, right? Yeah, I can't. Okay, we'll have to watch it without sound, and you guys on YouTube will have to watch it. Ooh. What? I just need to make sure my character's not dying. Okay, no, I'm okay. Did they do a ritual teaser? It looks like it, right? Purple altars. In a creepy forest. Yeah. Who is this, though? That's Viridi. Lunaris is her sister, and that's her statue. New NPC. Oh, this is ritual though, look. This skull is ritual, right? And it's Wildwood Law, right? Okay, ritual confirmed. Guys, we're getting ritual in the game. Amazing. Who's excited for them to add ritual? Wow. No, it is cool though. It doesn't need a rework, eh? Evening, Eosa. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. Will you be our champion? There we go. Not much more dissection needed there, eh? Thank you for the subscription, Eosa. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Very kind of you. Hope you're doing all right today. Honestly, the game will feel a lot different if they revamp a lot of the existing systems. As far as the update goes, this is a good omen. No worries. What's your build making video today? Excellent stuff. Thanks very much. I appreciate that as well. I'm glad you enjoyed it. POE 1 Delirium and Breach felt so incredible, antithetical to the vision of POE 2. Champion was a duelist ascendancy. Is this duelist confirmed? I think we're getting duelist, you know, guys. I think we're getting duelist. We need the other strength dex class. We need duelist so Witch Hunter can thrive. All right, we need crossbow duelist builds, and we need them now. You didn't play much of POE 1. They revamped Breach. Yes, they did. Though it had a mixed response, eh? I'm not really a fan of using this big two-handed weapon. So let's put it back on any weapon. That way we can attack faster. Alright, this is the way to level. This is the way to level. Oh, fuck. That's not the way to level. That's the way to die. I've changed all my key bindings and now I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's put volcanic fissure here. And leap slam here. This is our leveling now. Kelly posted on X basically saying they weren't talking about that champion. They renamed Duelist to Gladiator, though that might have changed since the dev talk. Yeah, apparently, I think Darth Microtransaction said that they originally in the art book, which I will be receiving at some point in the next couple of weeks, I think. It says champion, or it says Gladiator in the art book, but they've changed it, I think, since then. You finished your T15 Corrupted Nexus. Well done, Toxic. Back to Beera for you. You got 4,500 kills to go. 9,500 kills to go. You're having massive issues with the game just closing before you even log in. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ioza. The Breach rework added walls which felt intended for PoE 2 melee gameplay. Ah, yeah, maybe. Didn't like how they went from all 5 breach lords to just 2, but with this PoE 2 update they may add the other 2, Zoth and Ulnatol. And then Chayula is the pinnacle. So is Chayula the head honcho of Breach? I don't know the lore for Chayula. Are they the big bad? I thought Zesht was like a combination of all of them. I thought Zesht was Chayula's boss. A hype train just started. Oh, thank you for the subscription. 3 Stefano1. Appreciate that. Thank you for starting the hype train. Wow. Hi, any solution? I died and after a second I killed the Red Veil boss, respawned but didn't see the boss loot on the ground. You should get the quest item, but I think you've lost the loot. I don't know for sure if you have to redo it though. Sorry, the African Pro. But welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing okay today. Yo, nice video about build making. Thank you very much, and thank you again for the subscription. Quest item gone. Yeah, you might have to respawn the zone then. Unfortunately, deaths in PoE are punished by removing the things from the ground. Sorry about that, African Pro, but you may have to go again. Chayula is kind of good, I guess. They do some really messed up stuff with their followers, but overall they help as opposed to the others for now. How to respawn the zone. If you... I can't actually show you because I'm in hardcore, but if you pause the game, there should be a respawn at checkpoint button on this menu. And that should respawn the zone. And you'll be able to do the boss again. It's not on this menu because you can't do that in hardcore. But you should have it. I think that's right. Can anyone correct me if I'm wrong there? Will that respawn the boss for African Pro? What am I leveling up next? Where am I going? Where am I going? I could grab this strength node. I keep forgetting to empower my attacks, so I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, we can go up and get Behemoth. Yeah, let's go get Behemoth, eh? What's happening? Oh, you have an invulnerability aura. That's kind of you. Alright, we will finish this zone. And then that will be the end of... We'll head towards the end. Could I show the tree again? Yeah, sure. So I was going to head up to... Oh, I've already lost it. This one. Behemoth. I guess I want to be volcanic fissure then leap slam, so I'm more likely to kill the enemies. Though I'm not actually killing them, so this isn't the most efficient leveling, eh? Or just mace strike. I need a new weapon. That's what I need.
What is this place?
Music's a bit slow, isn't it? Thank you for the follow, Gadget. I appreciate it. You loved how the monk comments on the Adjura slaves. Basically, this cruelty will be over when the dreamer returns. My dude, a lot of things will end when he wakes up, but not in the way you envision. Careful what you wish for, eh? Monkey paw curls. Oh. Is there a rule of thumb for how much mana you should want to have before taking stuff like percent of damage is taken from mana before life? That's a good question. Someone suggested actually in my YouTube video something that I hadn't done on my Warbringer, that you can probably safely take like 10 or 20%. As long as you have a decent regen, right? Regen is probably more important. But it's going to depend on what your total health pool is. And your total mana pool. Obviously, the bigger your mana pool, right, the better your natural regen will be. How big is your mana pool at the moment?
Come here!
It's probably an it depends. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the answer to a lot of things in this game, isn't it? It depends. 900 mana is pretty good. Yeah. I would say you'd probably be pretty safe doing that. Yeah. 900's a lot. It also depends how much you're spending. Just sell all this crap. We got a wicked quill. I keep rolling accuracy rating on this damn jewelry. No, I'm gonna sell it. It's annoying me now. All right, let's see if we can finish this zone. Wait, does volcanic fissure not count as a slam? It doesn't seem to be activating my leap slam fissures. I thought I'd get like automation through it. Leap slam activates volcanic fissures, but volcanic fissure doesn't activate leap slam. What? I feel like I've been lied to by the game. Also, why isn't that skeleton doing anything? He's too scared, that's what it is. And he didn't drop any loot? What's going on? He didn't give me an essence, nor did he do anything. I've never seen that bug before.
Great flame!
Alright. We at least... Have we finished the zone? Oh no, I need to find the place to put my... Put my thingy bobs. Should be over here. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's been slow progress as usual, but I've enjoyed the chatting. So I have a question. So we've got the live stream on Thursday night, which will be 9 p.m. UK time. Now I am going to watch it, but I will be quite busy during it taking notes so that I can make a summary video. Do you want me to stream it and like show the notes I'm taking? Do you want to come and hang out and watch the live stream with me? Or do you guys just want to watch it on your own and we'll catch up on Sunday when I'm streaming again back on my normal schedule? What do you want? I'm happy to come hang out with you guys and watch the stream with you. Or we can just do it on Sunday. And I'll hopefully have released the video on Saturday. I don't know how much I'll be saying because I'll be doing a lot of note taking, right? But yeah, if you guys want to hang out, I'm happy to turn on the stream and we can watch it together. Yeah, seems like a fun idea. All right. I will turn on the stream then. Usually join streams after for discussion. Yeah, I understand, right? Like sometimes you just want to watch it without people talking over it and you enjoy it. No harm in it. Yeah, there's no harm in it. I can just throw on the stream, eh? Sorry I missed your message, Chayula. I swear crafting good wands is way harder than crafting good martial weapons. I agree with you. After trying to level my sorceress, the amount of currency I went through trying to get new wands or staffs is way more than I go through when I want a new weapon. It's significantly more difficult. I agree with you. But a good wand or staff will last for a lot longer than a good martial weapon, I think. Okay, so no harm in turning on the stream. Okay, so I will turn on the stream on Thursday for the GGG event and we'll watch it together. Sounds good to me. All right, I need to find someone to raid out to. Who's still online? Blaze is online. There we go. I told you to go hang out. At Blaze's Discord, so let's raid his stream. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll catch you later. Sorry, Payday, you've caught me right at the end of my stream.